Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today I have a great video for you. Actually, it's a little bit of a long one because I'm finally going to give my bedroom a proper makeover. Actually, more of a renovation because this space it needs a lot of love. Now, it honestly has been kind of the junk drawer of my home and it's not that much thought has gone into it. Furniture is not really my style anymore. Decor wise, there's nothing really there and it just needs some updating as well. So this is going to be a small bedroom, but I'm really going to try to make it cozy, also feel calming, and try to make it feel as large as possible. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, as I was clearing up the space, I was also going through things that I no longer needed. Let me just tell you, that feeling of like clearing up a room or just like, you know, getting rid of things that you no longer need, it's just like a big weight lifted off of your shoulders, right? It's just like, just mental clarity in a sense. That in itself could have been like a great stopping point, but of course, there's still a lot more to do. So I continued clearing out the room, taking furniture apart, and honestly the empty space was kind of a vibe. I really like how large it feels. It's calming, it's minimal, and honestly I'd rather keep it that way, but it's not really realistic. So my dad also jumped in, helped me with the rest of the demo, removing the trim, the walls, and all that fun stuff. And honestly, I think what bonds us the most is a good old DIY project. Perhaps it's the problem solving or something, but I don't know, it's kind of fun. Look at the original wallpaper. Sort of this like floral thing, not surprising. A little texture going on. Okay, so I found this pack of gum in the closet and like the walls. June 24th, 2020. Which is not that long ago, but I wonder if it's still good. Should I eat it? Since this is a small bedroom, my initial intention was to add a sliding pocket door for the walk-in closet to save some space. But it's going to be a lot of work, more than expected. We don't want to mess with the electrical, so I'm going to do a bifolding door here, which is going to require less clearance when opening. And yeah, I think it's just going to be a better solution. So it's nighttime and I went ahead and taped off the window because I'm actually going to paint this. So it's like an aluminum window. It's old. It needs to be replaced eventually, but for now, I'm just going to paint it black. Just give it a more modern look, I would say. Do another coat of paint. The more layers, hopefully the better. I have some good news and some bad news. Let's start off with the bad news. The bad news is that the contractor I hired is going to be a no-show apparently because, well, as you know, my dad and I are taking on the space ourselves pretty much. The only thing we were going to hire somebody out for was the electrical to do that. To install a ceiling light and to finish up the drywall with tape and mud and the texture. I could probably do that, but a pro will do probably a better job. Sometimes, you know, it's just better to let a pro do it. I don't know. But basically, the guy has stopped responding to my messages and phone calls. So I don't know what went wrong. I thought we were good, but it's looking like a no-show. The good news is that I found somebody else and they are coming tomorrow to help with that. So I'm so grateful that somebody's coming out for that. I've been using this for the paint. It is black, flat black. I find flat paint, a flat sheen rather, to be better at hiding sort of imperfections, which is what it's doing here. Sorry, it's hard to tell on camera. So I did probably like 7 coats of this because I really want this to, you know, for protection. I'm adding a few coats of this matte clear. And this is the closet so far. The drywall is hung. I started laying out some configurations for the closet, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But yeah. Also, one thing I forgot is the ceiling light. Like, I totally forgot to order a light. So I'm gonna go ahead and select one for the closet. This one's not gonna work for me. Yeah, in the meantime, I've just been planning what I want to do with the closet. I started laying out a couple configurations. So here I was going to basically build all the shelving and all that myself with just wood, right? But I'm thinking about doing the IKEA pack system, which I'm probably going to do, which I can like configure, you know, add some drawers, some adjustable shelves, the rods and all that. So over here in this back wall, I would do 2 like rods, one in the bottom and the top for hanging clothes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go maybe this weekend to IKEA or next weekend. So I actually started getting some carpet samples. I do want to do carpet in here, but I want low pile. This one's just too, I don't know. I want something a little bit lower and with like pattern. I gotta say though, I'm not really loving this brass tone. It's looking a little too orangey. I don't know. I think I'm going to, if I keep it, I'm going to make it, or give it some patina because it's looking too new for me. So basically it'll be here. I don't know if it's gonna be too big. I mean, it might work out. Now it's gonna go here, of course, but maybe I need something more flush to the ceiling. But I'm gonna look for a backup light just in case. I got some texture on here. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Got the light installed. That's just a temporary one. I think the new one might arrive today actually. But I really love the way that it's turned out. Now this texture is like knockdown texture. It's like a lighter knockdown texture. It's not so prevalent. And the reason I went with texture in here, by the way, I mean, the rest of the house has texture. So for the sake of consistency, I'm continuing texture in here. Now, if I were building a house from the ground up, I probably would not do texture. Or there's actually this other really cool texture that I saw in this building by one of my favorite architects that I might potentially do in the future, but not here. Meantime, I will be working on the walls, painting and such, but first I need to start doing some, actually making the molding for the window here, and then I'm going to do some crown molding in here. Something very exciting came in the mail today. I just started opening it, but I haven't really looked at it fully, and it is the new light in here. I hope it works out. And I have to say right off the bat, I love the color. I don't even know what the color is. It's kind of like a bronze, or it's not like, I don't know. It's like a nice, beautiful color, which I hope you can see. This comes with like the little thing here. So this is the molding I'll be using. Now it's not traditional crown molding per se, but I'm making it work. Alright, last night I finished doing the crown molding and that's what it looks like. Looks pretty good. I am going to apply some caulking, which is not my favorite activity in the world. In fact, I hate it, but it needs to be done because, you know, it really hides those little gaps or imperfections. So let's see how long this takes me. Somehow I'm bleeding, I don't know how, but gotta say though, a crisp, clean line though. Finally, it is time to add some primer, especially because this is new drywall. It definitely requires some primer beforehand. In this case, I'm using an acrylic based one because I have something quite special planned for these walls. You know, I have to say, sometimes I hate painting walls, but sometimes I find it therapeutic. And in this case, it's starting to kind of come together, right? With a primer, just a blank slate, and it's really satisfying. But you know what's more satisfying? It's finally time to do some lime washing. So I've been waiting for this moment for a while now. So this is, I'm going to be using City Harbor's Interno Lime Wash. I actually used this in the bathroom. That was actually my first time using lime wash, actually a couple of years ago at this point, which is kind of crazy sounding. But I'm going to be using, of course, this like wide deck brush is what we use. And then this brush. The color that I'm going with is called Mountain Ash. It's like a beautiful color, which hopefully will work well in here. I loved it in the bathroom, but we'll see how it looks in here. I've been using lime wash for quite some time now, and actually it's quite simple to use, but if you're wondering how to apply lime wash, be sure to check out my blog post. I will link it in the description box. There I share where you can buy it, how to apply it, do you need sealer, primer, all of those things, plus resources that I found helpful in how to apply it, techniques, and all that. So be sure to check that out down in the description. So I ordered some of this stuff. This is going to go on the windows to create some mullions. Overall, this stuff is easy to apply. It's just peel and stick, and it comes in a roll. It's flexible. I ordered it off of Amazon, and then I'm just using this level to make sure it is nice and straight. Also measuring to make sure it is centered. Next, I mounted the curtain rod, and now I am hanging the curtains. Now I tried different configurations. This is the best one that I found for me. Now I'm doing 2 pairs of curtains. Right now I'm hanging this year. Once these are pleated, I ordered them off of Amazon, and then I used these hooks and these specific rings that work well with the size of the curtain rods. And then I'm going to hang the other drapes in front in a moment. Everything will be linked in the description if you are interested. Now for the bedroom, I will be using some pleated curtains. I just love the way that they look. It just feels a little bit more organized and structured. And of course, pleated curtains can be pricey, but I am actually using these that I custom ordered from 2 Pages. Maybe you've heard of them. I will put actually all of the details in the description and all that. I might have actually a discount code, but I actually got these like memory trains so that they hang perfectly. I love the color as well. And overall, I also hung them wider than the window, taller of course, up to the ceiling to give the illusion of a larger window and thus a bigger room. Again, all of the details will be in the description, but these are from the Liz collection at 2 Pages. It's sort of this polyester linen. It feels great. The color is ivory white, and I included the privacy liner, but you can customize them, of course, do blackout if you need to, and other options. The new carpet is in. It looks so good. Look at that. This has some pattern on there. Hopefully you can see good on camera. Pretty snazzy. I gotta do put up some baseboard still and then the door situation. But oh my gosh, it's coming along so nicely. I love it. We're so close to the finish line, but I finished applying the remaining trim work for the doors and the baseboards. Then I installed the bifold closet door. Again, I did want that sliding pocket door, but that's okay. This will suffice. I will be painting it later, but now I think we're ready to bring in some furniture. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I last got on here. Basically, I'm just been waiting for furniture now. I still need to paint the doors, however, but I'll do that later. Actually, speaking of furniture, it's being delivered today, finally. So I'm just waiting for the truck to arrive. Then we can start setting things up and then some decorating. But I do have to say, I'm really trying to keep things minimal in here. I want my bedroom to be serene and, you know, not so fussy. Cannot tell you how excited I am to unbox this. This has been a process, but as you know, I absolutely love Article. I have had their furniture in the living room. I have them in my dining room. Everything's holding up well, and they really are about creating a beautiful modern space that is meant to last. It's so satisfying opening furniture. Okay, I'm pretty impressed with these. So these are the Aster nightstands. Now the finish is walnut, which I think is beautiful. It's going to work really well in here. And since this is a smaller bedroom, I want to give the illusion of a larger space. So the furniture I opted for is kind of lower to the ground, like a lower profile. I didn't realize this until now, but these are actually soft closed drawers, which feels very premium, you know? You know what's great is in-stock items are delivered fast with estimated times on each product page. And you know, Article offers front door delivery almost everywhere in the US and Canada for a flat rate of $49 or free shipping with orders over $9.99. Inside room and assembly services are also available. This is the Linea panel bed. It is in white oak. It is very beautiful. I love the finish. And you know what? I'm kind of going for mixing in some wood tones in here. So I think it pairs well with these bedside tables. Now again, the space is small, so the lower profile really looks great in here, and it's going to make the room feel a little bit larger. This does come with the slats here, so I don't really need the mattress space. I can just put the mattress on here, which I am on the hunt for a new mattress. Let me know your recommendations. This one is the Vireo dresser in the walnut finish. It comes available in the 3 drawers, and then this is the 5 drawer one. They also have like the longer 6 drawer dresser. What I love about this is of course those mid-century vibes, but I really like the handles here. It kind of adds just to the richness of the wood without introducing another metal, you know? And actually, even though it's not part of the same collection, I like mixing and matching. This walnut finish pairs really well with the nightstands. Feels so nice. I've been waiting so many weeks for this moment. Oh my gosh. Of course, I want to thank Article for sponsoring today's video. I love everything. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and link everything in the description box. So be sure to check out those links if you want more information on these, like product dimensions and all that. Next up, I'm going to put some new bedding that I ordered. Still got to paint the doors and then some final touches. I think I might DIY some wall art. Got some sconces for each side of the thing and then all that fun stuff. Alright, so for the bedside lighting, I was going to do some table lamps, but actually I'm going to do some plug-in wall sconces, and I picked these up. Moment of truth. It works. Won't be as noticeable with the styling and stuff, but I really love these. And I love how I can rotate them. I am so excited for this. So now I'm going to be working on the walk-in closet, which is a really small walk-in closet, but I still need to paint the doors, by the way. Anyways, I want to, for the longest time, I've always actually wanted a really well organized closet with like those, you know, custom drawers and all that. So my solution here is going to be the pack system from IKEA, which I actually kind of configured or planned things out on the like online tool thing. It's actually a very small space, but with some really thoughtful, smart organization. I mean, there's no other choice but to make it work, right? Next, my dad helped me assemble the PAX closet system for the closet. We did have to trim them down a little bit since I want them to go up to the ceiling, and I had to assemble them in the tiny closet, which was kind of challenging when it came down to the final one. I don't know, it was kind of Tetris. I don't know how we pulled it off, but we did, which, by the way, I don't really mind putting together furniture. It's kind of fun. So yesterday, it actually took longer than expected, but I finished sort of trimming out the closet with the built-ins in here. Well, not built-ins, but I wanted to give it like a built-in look. So I put some trimming around the systems. They're not cabinets. Yeah, cabinet. And right now I'm just like painting. I also did some caulking last night, which I hate doing, but it makes a big difference. So right now I'm just painting up the trim. Hopefully get it wrapped up today, and then I can start organizing my clothing and all that. These small details take so long, but it is well worth it. It just gives it a crisp, clean, professional look. Then I mounted the wall sconces for the bedside tables. I also mounted this cord hider, which, I mean, you can still see this is a plug-in wall sconce, but I think it looks better than just a dangling cord. Then I painted the doors. Can you guess what color? Yes, just black, matte black. Ooh, some contrast. That's what I need here. Before we get to the final reveal, I just have one quick DIY. I actually shared this one over on my Instagram or on my blog. But basically I took this old painting and I just had it printed. I think it's just like a regular poster, like photo print. And then I'm mounting it onto this canvas panel. And then I'm taking some matte Mod Podge, which I, of course, am gonna glue it on there. But then that same matte Mod Podge, brushing it over it to create the illusion of like brush strokes. If I were to use a smaller brush, I probably could have make it more convincing. But of course, we're not fooling anybody, but I think this is a great way to add some texture to a print. And that pretty much will do it. Here is the final reveal of the bedroom makeover. It definitely has taken some patience and some love, but I just love the way that has come together. I think the space feels cozy, inviting, and feels a little bit larger, right? I love the lime wash paint, of course, creates that nice artisanal feel. The curtains makes the space feel larger as well. The lower profile furniture from Article helps with that as well. And I also love the mixing of the woods. Of course, the contrast with the black doors, and the new carpet feels very comfortable. It has this really nice thick premium padding. And of course, I can't forget about the walk-in closet. It's a small closet, but look at how with some good organization, it can really kind of just maximize the use of the space, right? So I still need to properly organize. I kind of just have thrown things together, but it's perfect. I love it. Well, friend, thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I'm so happy with the way that this bedroom makeover came together. It definitely was a piece of work, but with a little bit of, actually a lot of patience and some love, I finally have myself a nice calming retreat. It's small, but it feels very cozy. The sun just set, so it's almost time for bed. Now I also want to thank Article for sponsoring today's video. Of course, I will link this beautiful furniture down in the description along with the other decor that I can link. The lighting, the curtains, the stuff on, you know, all that fun stuff. Be sure to check out my DIY or just recommended playlist here at the end of the video. I need a nap. Bye.